Hey guys, so this is going to be my 20-week update, and I believe the last vlog I posted was around week 13, so I apologize that it has been almost 2 months, but everything is okay with the baby, and honestly I've had a really uneventful pregnancy. I am so grateful that not much has happened, but there's just not much to post on. I had my first little bump popping out at week 14. At week 13, I was completely flat. At week 14, it popped out just a little bit, so there's a little bit of a bump. And then it again, right around, I believe it was around week 18, it just popped out. I feel like I look huge. So that was week 18. So that's what's gone on with the bump. Also, my linea negra, which is the line that goes like down the center of your belly, that started showing up, I believe, around week 17. It's still very light, but it's definitely there. So that showed up. My belly button is almost completely flat, and just the top part of my belly button pops out. Mainly when I'm really full or when I laugh or sneeze or cough, just the top part just has this little bubble that pops out. So that's kind of hilarious. What else with the bump? Skin. I feel like things are stretching. I can feel my ab muscles kind of pulling apart, and my skin, especially now, just burns. Like, it just so dry. I cake coconut oil on my stomach, seriously, 2 or 3 times a day. I look like I have baby oil all over me. So I've been keeping it moisturized. I've been drinking plenty of fluids, but it definitely burns. So I'm anticipating stretch marks. I'd rather not get them, but I'm definitely anticipating them happening because of the way my skin is feeling. So that's it as far as the bump goes. Let's see, sleeping has been the biggest difficulty the last 2 months. That's the other symptom, is I have a really hard time getting comfortable when I'm sleeping, and I pee so much during the night, 4 or 5 times during the middle of the night, and then I have a lot of nights where I'll go through bouts where I just wake up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and cannot go back to sleep. So those days I usually end up with a massive headache. So I've struggled with headaches and trouble sleeping, not getting to sleep. Like, I fall asleep so easy, it's just staying asleep. I don't know if it's because when I get up and pee, my mind doesn't shut back off. It kind of restarts up and then won't shut back off. So that's been tough. Oh, heartburn. I started getting heartburn around week 17. I don't have it every night. There's a few times where I've gotten it at night when I go to lay down. I would say it's happened 3 or 4 times over the past 3 weeks. So it's not bad yet. But I've never had it in my life, ever. Like, most people I know who have heartburn during their pregnancy have experienced it at other times in their life. I've never experienced it in my life until now. So it's not fun. It does not feel good, but luckily it's not every night. It's not every time I eat or lay down. So I'm grateful for that. We did have a 16-week appointment and got to hear the baby's heartbeat, and everything was good then. We had an 19-week appointment, and everything was good then. We heard the heartbeat, and it's been in the 150s every time. It's right at 150, 155, 150, 155. So that's where it stayed. And let's see, what's coming up next is our gender ultrasound. Will be right at 21 weeks and 2 days. Gender ultrasound. It's not a gender ultrasound. We're not finding out the gender. So it's our anatomy scan, but it's where we're going to get to see the whole baby. And I am scared to death because of infertility and looking at ultrasounds for years and being a part of the YouTube community where I get to see ultrasound pictures and baby center. I know what I'm looking for. And I am absolutely scared to death that they're just going to be looking at the head and somehow skim that part of the body, and I will know. Especially if it's a boy. If I see that, I will know. But even if I see the 3 lines, I know what I'm looking for, which is almost worse. So I'm going to tell the ultrasound tech, I'm just going to stress the fact that if you even go near there or accidentally slip near there, make sure we're turned away. We do not want to know the gender. So yeah, that is what's coming up next is our anatomy scan, not gender scan. And shortness of breath, yeah, like that's happened. Like getting out of breath is hard. I am carrying super high, and I'll show you guys pictures, but I'm sitting down, so let me see if I can show you. But I am definitely carrying this baby super, super high. Not that I have anything to compare it to, because this is my first like pregnancy that's gone, it's been in the right place. So yeah, but it's definitely high. Like people are saying it's high. So let's see if I can, like I'm sitting down. It's not that big of a bump, but it's up here high. So I feel like my organs are kind of up there really high, and my lungs are like, everything's pressed in. So yeah, that's about it. Other than, I mean, those sound like a lot of symptoms, but honestly, I would say 99% of the time, I feel great. And if it weren't for looking down and seeing this bump, I would have no clue that I'm even pregnant. Oh, movement. So I started feeling little popcorn flutters. I believe I was around 15 weeks, but it was the kind where you're like, I don't know, is that really the baby? I believe it was 17 or 18 weeks. Gosh, see, this is why I should have kept you guys up to date. But it was 17 or 18 weeks when I was sitting in a rocker recliner, rocking back and forth. And when I stopped, I kind of, like, I'll put my hand on my stomach and kind of pull it in towards my body. And I felt a very definite little, like it was a kick. I felt it on my hand. So that was the first time I knew that I knew it was movement, that it was the baby. Since then, last week, right at, what was it? Right at 19 weeks, I was sitting in class and I wasn't even focused. The only time I've ever been able to feel the baby is when my hand is on my stomach and kind of pulling it towards my body, and then it's like these little bitty boop, boop, boop. But I was sitting in class, and all of a sudden down on my right pelvic bone, I felt just like kick, kick, kick. And I've never felt that, like this type of feeling, like where it was like, holy cow, that's movement. And it shocked me so much. My legs like flared up, and people like were looking at me, and then I could not stop smiling. I was seriously like in tears. I could not stop smiling because it's like I knew I felt it before, but this was just like, holy baby, there's a human inside of me. And since then, I have felt movement every single day. It's still not super strong, but it's definite movement. And last night was the first time I felt the baby kind of do a flip, like a roll. So that is just the most glorious feeling ever. That's all I have to say. I absolutely love that feeling. Every time it happens, I'm like, shh, don't talk, shh. And I just want to like feel it and focus on it and not focus on anything else but the fact that there is a baby wiggling and moving and kicking inside of me. So anyway, that is it. I don't want this to be too long, so I'm going to insert all of my bump updates up till now for all the weeks, how I've grown, and I will try and insert a picture or two of Jeremy's beard growth. I hate it. All the guys think he's so cool and it's the coolest mountain man beard. No. Anyway, that's it. I will update you guys probably after our anatomy scan, so it'll probably be a 22-week update. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.